What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of this F1 Manager career. And yes, I have that problem again where my audio doesn't sync up with my camera, but it only happened for the first few minutes. So like the first episode, it's me post-recording, but it'll be sorted in just a minute. And pretty much we're just going over our upgrades. That's pretty much what we're doing, and I will have this problem sorted for the next episode. I've already got it figured out. I know the reason why, so we shouldn't have this issue anymore. But yeah, go ahead, enjoy the video. See you guys later. Our car performance, so we're low on the top speed. Acceleration is good. DRS effectiveness is dreadful. And then everything else is okay. So crucial for the next one is medium speed and high speed. We're not very good, are we? Let's see. What if we compare ourselves to, let's say, Haas? They got into the points. So the Haas, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's try Williams, because that's the main team we're up against. How is every team so much better than us? Okay, we're much better than the Alpha. The Alfa Romeo stinks, by the way. It stinks. Okay. We're going to go with the rear wing. We'll chuck a bunch of hours into this rear wing, because we have so many hours because we're so bad. So we'll put all of that in. We'll go next. What do we want it for, though? High speed performance, low speed? I think low speed, because Monaco's coming up. You got Imola soon. So we'll do some low speed performance. Try and up that. Get some engineers on that. Go on. Get 3 engineers. Bring that in. Boom. There's another update coming in. And then we'll do one more. Last one we'll do will be a chassis upgrade, I think. And we'll do a small chassis upgrade. So we'll do a small chassis upgrade. Go next. Let's just optimize race performance. I like it. I like it. Optimize race performance next. Get the engineers on that. Boom. Not as expensive as the other ones. All right, so we've got the upgrades in. Let's get into Jeddah. Come on. Saudi Arabia. Let's have a look. There's going to be a high chance of a safety car around here. Nick DeVries, maybe days, like to skip the sponsor obligation and booked in for 27th of March. Nick, you had a good first race, so I'll approve it. I'll approve it. We'll keep your morale high. We'll keep you happy. Now I want a good performance in Jeddah. So, look, you see that historic safety car chance? 100%. 100%. We could do something here. Qualifying. I reckon we make Q2. We're still not focusing on Q3. Finishing position, we're not going to get the fastest lap. Position streak. Okay, so we do it for 2 more races. We will get 500k, which is pretty big. It's pretty big for a team like us. So let's get into the race weekend. Looking at the way practice went, we're going to be lucky if we make it out of Q1. So yeah, we tweaked the setups a little bit in hope that it'll help them. But I don't know. It doesn't look very promising. We're about to go out for our last laps. I feel like everybody's already done their laps. Some people are coming out for new laps. Some people are finishing them, I believe. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we need to improve because both of our drivers are in the danger zone. Can we find the time that we need?
Okay, track is clear.
Track is clear. Beautiful. So,
Recharge, off, and push.
DeVries starting his flying lap now. Let's have a look at the track. Yeah, so a bunch of people on their flying laps right now. Is Sargent on his lap? I don't think so. Sargent might be in the pits. No, he is. So Sargent, Albon, they're out there. Williams is going to be one of the main teams that we have to beat. Same with Bottas. We need to find time. So what can DeVries, whatever you want to call him, what can he do in his first sector? Can he improve on his time and give him a shot and making it into Q2? You got Sonoda not too far behind. So a 33.049 for DeVries, even quicker for Sonoda. Okay, so both drivers are going quicker. Zhou, he will be starting from the back of the grid. Bottas, Norris, they will not improve. If we can find a few tenths, we might be able to get one of our drivers through. Sargent gets past on Valtteri Bottas. DeVries, he's coming round the last corner now. Let's have a look at him through visor cam. This is such a great cam. I love it. Look at this. This is awesome. Anyway, DeVries up to the line. He is improving, but has he improved enough to where he can outdo Logan Sargent in the Williams? No, he can't even improve. Yuki Tsunoda, what can he do, though, as he comes up to the line? P14! He is the qualifying guy. He makes it up in a P14. De Vries is out and will start P18 for the Grand Prix. But Yuki Tsunoda, he's the one for qualifying. He gets into P14 and gets himself through. There he is. Okay, Albon and Norris, they both came into the pits, so they can't improve. Can we find 2/10, put ourselves P13 for the race? That would be a solid lap from Tsunoda, although he does go slower on his first sector. Needs to find time in this middle sector. He does find time. Okay, so he is improving. He's coming up to a Ferrari. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. We've had to dive down the inside of a Ferrari. I think that was Charles Leclerc, wasn't it? What are you doing, mate? Oh, look at that. He doesn't improve. Of course he's not going to improve. He had to dive down the inside of a bloody Ferrari. How is that not a penalty, FIA? That's outrageous. P15 for Tsunoda because Mr. Charles Leclerc just didn't fancy moving out of the way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, P15, P18 for the race in Saudi Arabia, I guess. All right, it's race day. What do we do? Because a safety car, very high chance of a safety car. Do we go... I feel like we have to go mediums, hards, or potentially hards to mediums. I think we might go... With Yuki, we're going to go softs to hards. I think we'll start on the hards and just take them as long as possible with Nick De Vries and hope for a late safety car. So we're going to split the strategies between the two drivers, go aggressive with Yuki Tsunoda from the start, and a bit more conservative with Nick and see how that plays out for us. We are going to drop the fuel load because I am pretty much banking on a safety car. There has to be something. Hopefully it's not my drivers, because it could very well be. But we're going to go softs for Yuki and hards for Nick. And we're going to see how this goes from the start. This takes a long time to load in. It used to not take this long. It's a Red Bull P2. You got a Ferrari on P1. It's Charles Leclerc. He should have got a penalty. He's a fraud. He should not be on pole. That's outrageous. Anyway, down into turn 1. Yuki Tsunoda on those soft tyres. Can he make use of them? Yes, he can. He gets past Lando Norris. So there's one overtake already. Albon making moves. So a few other drivers have opted for the softs. We're the only ones to go onto the hard tyres with Nick. So I'm not sure if that's going to be good or not. But he is down in P18. It's very loud. I need to turn that down. You might actually have him kind of go a bit more standard and relax a little bit, because I feel like he is going to lose positions regardless on those hard tyres. Yuki Tsunoda, on the other hand, let's keep him going. Not really the ideal start for Nick De Vries. He's down into P20. We have kind of let cars go, and we are on the hard tyres, so it's kind of expected. Tsunoda, on the other hand, he's doing a good job. Staying with Pierre Gasly, staying with the cars in front. We can go standard on his tyres. Not really much of a threat from behind as of right now. Spin. Oh, okay, I thought he spun. I was like, I was so confused there. All right, no, so Tsunoda's doing a good job. He's in P14, just chilling behind him, hanging on to the back of them, although he is almost losing that DRS. We need him to stay there. Nick, on the other hand, he's got back past Oscar Piastri, but he's doing a good job just holding out. Just doing a bit of fuel saving with both drivers. Tsunoda is hanging on to the back of Alex Albon, who's hanging on to the back of Kevin Magnussen. So we're in that fight for P12 right now. Cars up ahead. If there's drama, that could always open up for a back-end points position. We just got to try and stay out there. Doing all right in the tyres. You can see a bunch of people in the mediums, a bunch of people in the softs. De Vries doing all right down there on the hards as well. We're just having him conserve fuel as Oscar Piastri is closing in. So we're going to have him go balanced a little bit. Try and open up that gap just a little more, which he is doing. It's not been a bad race so far, but it has been very quiet as there is a yellow flag. I don't think that's anything, though. I think we're all good for now. I want to know who's spun. It's Guan Yu Zhou who's crashed. He's down in P17. What's he done? He's just dropped it. Oh, he's hit his rear wing. No safety car. But that is an Alpha out, which is always good. Always good when you see another car crash. Get him out of here. One less car to overtake. So Zhou into the pits. That helps De Vries. Doesn't really help Tsunoda because we're already ahead of him anyway. Pit stop issue for Guan Yu Zhou is nightmare.
Pulled in okay there.
Absolute nightmare. What's he done? Oh, the wheel gun.
We see the issue occur here.
That's like a 10-second pit stop. That's like a 15-second pit stop. That's not going in the fastest laps. Good luck getting points in that. DHL fastest lap. That must have been like 15 seconds. I don't know, but he's so far behind now. So at least we can't finish last in the Grand Prix. Unless we crash. Unless we crash. Don't rule that out. Let's go for a little bit of a push towards the end of the lap.
Recharge on.
He's lost gap to Alex Albon. Albon also on the softs. If Albon doesn't come into the pits, I think we can pull off the undercut on him. So we're going to come in now. Let's just hope Albon doesn't come in. What is Albon going to do? Albon. Coming down the straight. Don't pull in. Sweet. Okay, Albon keeps going. De Vries, he's doing a decent job conserving fuel ahead of Piastri by 5 seconds now. Piastri's pace is just non-existent. I don't know what's happening to him, really. Look at that! What just happened? 2.7. Oh, it's only a 2.72. I got gas. It's because no one else has pit yet. That's why it's gone straight to number 1. But anyway, good pit stop from the team. Good job, boys. And we're going to warm up these tyres. Get going. Push. So we can try and perform that undercut on Alex Albon, who should probably be coming in at the end of the lap. He isn't. Okay, Alex Albon into the pits. Please have a slow pit stop. We're going to be keeping an eye on it. Yuki Tsunoda. He's ahead of Piastri. I didn't even realize we were behind him, but we're ahead of Piastri now. And let's see what Albon does in the pits. Have a stinky pit stop. Go on. No, it's a good pit stop from the Williams crew. Fair play. Okay, so they're out the pits. Tsunoda, he's getting challenged by De Vries, for God's by Oscar Piastri, for God's sake. And now that's got Albon in front of us. We could have got him. We could have got him if this little pleb wasn't battling us like crazy. Okay. We'll sit behind him. We'll conserve some fuel.
Copy.
I almost just want to stay out with De Vries in case something happens, because you would expect a safety car, a VSC, something to happen. Maybe even a red flag to happen around Saudi Arabia, if any place. So I don't want to pit him just yet, because we're going to gamble on just staying out. Sargent and Bottas comes into the pit. Tsunoda's pretty much guaranteed a top 15 finish already. De Vries' race can only work if we stay out, as Lando Norris now comes into the pits, and he's going to have the pace to probably get back through. He's on the softs till the end. Yeah, there we go. So he'll easily get through on Tsunoda. We'll have Tsunoda pretty much just say, rarely defend, almost just letting Norris through. And maybe we could close in on Albon, but he's just so much quicker on those mediums. Look at it. 34.4 for Albon, 34.8 for Tsunoda, 33.7 for Lando. So there'll be absolutely no point fighting Lando. I think we're at the stage where we probably have to pit De Vries. It doesn't look like a safety car coming out, and he's just losing so much time. All right, so we're going to pit him. We can pit him onto a set of softs to get to the end of this Grand Prix easy. So we'll put him onto a set of softs. Have him go ham for the last few laps. Show some of his pace. It's Tsunoda who's doing a good job holding on to that P15. Can actually go a bit more aggressive on these hard tyres, because there's plenty of tyre life left. But De Vries into the pits. How is that pit? 4.6. Okay. So it was an issue. I was hoping for a good pit stop, but no. So he is out. Zhou is dead last. So we're not going to finish dead last. At least look on the bright side. We're not going to finish dead last. It's good pace from De Vries. Oh, he made a mistake, didn't he? He was closing down on Piastri. He was 5 seconds behind a second ago, and then he must have made a mistake. Must have made a mistake. See, he was doing 33.5s to Piastri's 34.8s. And you're going to see, yeah, 36.4. Okay, so he made a mistake. Otherwise, he was probably going to get the overtake. He still probably could get the overtake done on Piastri. We're just kind of waiting for him to close in, then we'll go full attack on him. We do have a bit of action at the end of the Grand Prix, though. De Vries is closing in on Oscar Piastri. We can get this move done. We're going to go for that overtake. Should be pretty straightforward. Much newer softs versus much older softs. He's not going to get the move done just yet, but he's going to get the move done at the end of this straight. Let's watch it on visor cam. Holy cow, we need to slow that down. As go for the move down the inside, Nick. Doesn't fancy it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer before we see the overtake. Oh, he does it now. Down the inside. Nick De Vries through on Oscar Piastri. We just got to push a little bit. Make sure we get out of that DRS so he can't have a go back at us, which he is just hanging on. There we go. So we're out of that DRS now. Now we can kind of relax a little bit. Make sure we have enough fuel towards the end of the Grand Prix. Sonoda. I mean, Sargent's catching him. We've got to push. We've got to push. Push with Yuki to make sure. Sonoda, Sargent must be. He's on old soft, so we should have the pace over him. We should on these better hards. Yeah, there you go. So we just needed to push a little bit. It's going to be another P15 for Alpha Tauri. This time it's Yuki Tsunoda picking up P15. I think De Vries did okay to get P18 as well. We were basically playing for the safety car with Nick De Vries, so he couldn't really do too much. And to get P18 is kind of where he was because we ruined his race by taking forever. Charles Leclerc actually gets the win. Crash! This is on the last lap. It's between Gasly and Hulkenberg, I think, on the last corner. Oh my days! If that happens like 5 laps ago, it would have been a safety car. So Hulkenberg's out, but obviously we can't get in the laps because we had to finish a lap before because we were lapped. So it's still P15, but there was a crash in the final corner of the last lap. Fair enough.
That's Oscar Piastri after what was a very exciting Grand Prix.
He should not be happy. He was P19. There you go. Charles Leclerc taking it to Red Bull. It only took 2 races for someone other than Red Bull to win a race. And it is Ferrari on the top step of the podium. That's going to cost Haas some money, which is always good, and hopefully slow down their development. So good thing that they crashed out. Sonoda P15, Nick De Vries P18. No crashes just yet. You can see the Drivers' Championship. No one cares about this. No one cares about this either. It's all about the DHL fastest lap. We're not on there again! Boys! I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. McLaren are killing it. Look at that. How are we bottom with 0 points? Everybody else has got points but us. It's a 4.6 seconds pit stop. That also, yeah. What was it? It was the tightening of the tyres was bad. We'll look into it. We'll look into it. We want to win that. We want to at least get some points next time for the blooming DHL fastest lap. Look at this consistency from Nick De Vries. 18th, 18th, 18th. Tsunoda 14th, 15th, 15th. We take home. I might give Liam Lawson some practice because he could definitely slot in at one of these cars at some point. Maybe even this season because both our drivers are on till the end of the season and their contract is gone. There we go. Love to see that. So it won't cost much at all to let either one of them go. So we could if we really wanted to. New design comes in 3 days. See if we can manufacture that by Australia. I don't know if we can or not, but we'll find out next time. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you go ahead. Leave a like. Points will happen soon, I promise you. Points will happen soon in either the main thing or the DHL fastest lap. It's going to happen in one of them. Look at this. I can't believe this. Unbelievable. Only team with 0 in both. All right. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you go ahead, leave a like, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.